Today we're on Proverbs chapter 6, and I'd like to share verses 23 through 25. Start with 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. God's telling us here that His commandments and His laws are a light unto our path. They direct us in decisions and just in the way that we live our life, and it kind of makes you wonder what's coming next. What's the next subject coming here? God's telling us, keep my laws, keep my commandments, heed my reproof. And the next subject here, let's go to verse 24 and 25. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Wow. I think we all know the power of a seductress or a seductor or a seducer. Guys and girls, we all know the power. They flatter us with their words. They say sweet things. They say what we want to hear, and they look attractive. They are pleasing to us. And it's warning us, stay away from these people. These people want to lure you in. They want you to want them. That they don't just want your attention, they want more. And this will lead us into a physical relationship, or to want a physical relationship with them. And I think we all really know, when we really think about that sexual, physical relationships don't satisfy. There's pleasure there, but there's no satisfaction there. But right now I'd like to focus on verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart. When I was living for myself, when I was doing what I thought was right, I would check out girls. That was a normal thing, and it's amazing how God will show you truth through His Word and through His Spirit, and He just changes you and shows you truth, and you're just like, duh, like, why didn't I see that before? But when you lust after a girl, it doesn't satisfy you. It makes you want more. It like fires you up. Like it makes you want her more. It makes you want more from her when you check her out. And say you get more. Say you go talk to her, then you want to take her out. Say you take her out, you want to take her home. Say you take her home, you want to take her to bed. Say you take her to bed, it's the next day, and you want more. There is no satisfaction with physical, sexual relationships. There's pleasure, and that's all. There's pleasure for a season. And the world's way is have the physical relationship and then get to know them. Try and have sex and then become friends. And this is why we see so many relationships go south. This is why we see terrible things. The divorce rate is over 60% or near there. Over 60 million abortions. That's a sixth of our country's population. We see millions of single parents struggling to raise their kids, all because we wanted this physical relationship and we couldn't handle anything more. Also, guys, here we see the power of sin. This little sexual thing all of a sudden turned into murder, into taking someone's life. Sin is not isolated. It's not by itself. Sin corrupts. Sin leads to more things. Sin ensnares you. It traps you. Just because you don't see like a direct result, and sometimes you don't even realize the consequence, doesn't mean they're not there. It affects you negatively. But let's go back to that verse. Lust not after her. Let's go to the New Testament, Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. This is Jesus Christ telling us about lusting here. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. When you check out a girl or a guy, and you lust after them, you've committed adultery in your heart. Just because you didn't physically commit adultery doesn't mean you didn't commit adultery. You thought about it, you did it in your heart. Guys, this shows us the perfection, the high standards of God, and shows us the hopelessness of getting ourselves up to God's standard, getting ourselves to heaven. There is no way that we can come even close to the glory of God without Him providing that glory for us, without Him providing a way to obtain perfection, to obtain God's righteousness. And God did that through Jesus Christ. Guys, there's no way to reach God's standard and to reach heaven without Christ. You need to be made perfect. You need to be made righteous. You need to be washed in the blood of Jesus Christ. There's no other way. You need to be made a child of God. You need to be born again. You cannot inherit the Father's kingdom if you are not the child. You cannot inherit God's kingdom if you are not born again, if you are not His child. The only way to be forgiven, guys, we fall so short. We've all checked someone out. Like, we've all done it. We fall short every day, and we don't just fall a little bit short. We fall way short, and there is no way to reach God's perfection, to reach His standard, except through Jesus Christ. There is no other way. Thanks.